Hello there, everyone. This is Neko here. Get ready to play The Infected. Woohoo! Alright, if you guys enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and everything else in between. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints along the way, and a few other things in the process sprinkled throughout the video. Today we're going to probably do some base building, we're going to get some power going, and make my house look nice. Yes, day 464, we're finally starting to work on the house. Oh, dang it. Got my hopes up there for a moment. Anyways, first off, we're going to want to get more power without a doubt, which means we're going to need to grab a thing. I did build a trash can, and that's mostly just so I can get rid of stone. Some of you might be going, what? Why would you want to get rid of stone? And that's because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've got 16 extractors plus 4 more on the way for getting iron. So I don't really need to worry about this. I just need to focus on this. Once I start working with glass, I'll start keeping the stone, but that's gonna be some other time, and I gotta figure out where the hell I put my log cart. Admittedly, I think the log cart is somewhere over this way. Whee! And basically, the reason why I want to get some power up and going is so I can guarantee to keep my oh, here we are. But basically, I want to guarantee to keep my saw on at all times. Currently, we're with power out 250, where power ends 918. Now, what I've worked out so far, if you want to make money, like fast money, it's not cheap to set up, but it is fast. So, Kevlar, you need 3 plastic. For 1 plastic, you need 3 oil. So in order to make 3 plastic in a minute, or in other words, to make Kevlar, 1 Kevlar in a minute, you need 12 oil extractors. Which means you need to place down 12 of these. That is 1,200 power. And about 6 times 6, that's 36. So about another 36. So about 72 mechanical parts. It's a little expensive, as you can tell, but you'll be making basically 4.6 gold a minute, which is actually worth it, especially when you get the tech. So in about 10 hours, you could get the tech to make mechanical parts and electrical parts, which I've been playing this game for a lot more than 10 hours, without a doubt. So, yeah. Yeah, wait, no, hold on. We got 2 cobalt in there. We've got enough of that. We are gonna need probably a little bit more lead and a little bit more iron and a little bit more cobalt. Then we'll worry about getting once we get at least like 2, 3-ish. That's iron. That's a mix of the two. We don't really need another set. We do need this. We got a little bit of iron. We do need a couple more of this. I will store these and to move this and move that and all right. Let's grab some lead if we've got some lead made up. I think yes, here we are. A little too much on lead. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough. I would like to keep those going, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. I can get coal anytime, but let's go get some wind turbines up. Now, the reason why I'm doing wind turbines is because they provide a constant power. In other words, they produce a minimum of 10 power. You could do the, whatever you call it, the water mill, and the amount of power it produces is worth it, but it's also expensive. If you're wondering what the hell is going on here, I'm doing an experiment. I chopped down a tree right here. It was like day 62, I believe. I probably should have built this and put a note saying day 62, and this one was day 62, but later at day, and I'm trying to test out how far of an area these protect, because right now, you used to be able to take these and set them up underneath the ground. So basically this is what would happen here. You see here, when you lower it under the ground like this, you can see here, there's a circle around this that eliminates all the grass and stuff, as you can see like that. So you used to be able to place these like under the ground, and if you did it, you could create a clear path like this. Now, I may have forgotten at what point you could do that, but this is what I was hoping we could have a path be, but instead the developer added a different kind of path, which it's nice, but it's not what we wanted, or at least some of us wanted the ability to be able to do that. Anyways, we're gonna go up. All right. Turn that off when aiming at this. This is highly reflective. Now the fun part is you can stick some stuff on here. I already put log holders on here once, a bunch of them to do a test. I do have a few other tests I need to check out, but for now let's just admire the view. I will be putting glass up the front, this side, so that we don't accidentally run off, is the main reason. But I love the view of this place. You can see the redwood forest over there. You can see the city over there. Admittedly, it'd be nice if we could adjust the render distance, because I would render that better. But oh well. And then we can see over here. We can also see the desert over there. And now that we're up here, we can get a better view. You can even see the mesa, or whatever you want to call it, over there. And it looks like, I think that's a lake. Yes, it is a lake. Okay. As you see here, I'm in the process of setting up some stuff. I also have logs holders up here because I'm trying to get to build this, but we're gonna need planks and a few other things. Alright, what do we need? We need aluminum for that one. Aluminum for that one. So we'll get the aluminum we can out of this. Once we get enough of this switched out, we'll be able to build a lot faster. This should allow us to build at least 2 of them. There we go. I plan to move these around as time goes on in order to, but for now we're just gonna stick with this, which means power. We're gonna see which way this is aiming and then adjust to that. For now, I'm gonna stick them on these little bits here on each section. So we got the one right there and right there. Admittedly, I don't think we would have this many close together. Actually, they might be able to do a 360 spin with enough of a gap like that. Admittedly, you don't have to worry about that in this game just yet, about having enough clearance, but definitely gonna get at least 120, 120 of these at some point. That is my goal. Make sure. Okay, yes. Eventually, you'll learn how to build stuff quickly and place things quickly, but until then, it's basically you just practice. All right, we don't have enough to build this many right now, but we can at least grab everything we need. Oh, we're full. Nice. All right. All right. Well, we could theoretically get 1, 2, 3, at least 3 more. I don't know how much aluminum I have done, but in the meantime, we'll leave that alone. And you know what? Screw it. I'll leave this up here because this has got my rocks and boxes. We're going to be building our home, which is over there. 23 floors. Yeah, baby. Probably should have gone up one more just to get 24, but oh well. In the meantime, we're gonna get this all built, which means we need planks. Lots and lots of planks. I don't think I need to worry about an axe. I'll probably put my axe up because that's an extra 2 weight. And for water, I think I can put up one of these and be good. So that should save me 4 extra weight. Although I think we don't need to worry about that. But in the meantime, let's just put one up for now. We should be good on power. We are currently at 986. Oh yeah. We've got so much power when these are at peak performance, like that's 40. If this was at 40 power, this would be 24 times 40. So yeah, that would be like I don't know, add a 0 and to that to the 40, that's 400, then times that by 2, that's 800. So basically we would have about roughly 800 power ish or 20 of them. Anyways, we're going to fill up you. We're going to check on our poor man's gold. Looks like I cleaned it out already. Oh, there we go. There's a batch. He's still working on the rest, but once we get working on the trees and building, he's gonna ignore that for a moment. So in the meantime, let's grab a bunch of planks. And, oh right, we're going to need logs. This does get a little bit faster once you pass a certain floor. I think once you do floor 3, you actually get faster. You can see here I've been a little busy with my saw. I'm thinking about getting a couple of a second one of these going because they cut pretty quickly. As you can see, and they generate a lot of planks, which I'm happy for. Uh-oh. Might be a little loud with the sound, but dang it. We do need to drop off our axe. That should give me the 2 extra weight, which means I could hold the last 2 extra planks. Ooh, that's already burning through those. That's part of the other reason why I want to set up a, whatever you call it. I want to set up a couple of these because then I can have like a few of them ready to go with this, so I'm not having to just babysit and store a bunch of planks like this. There is, for those you don't know, you can hold more than 11 logs with a cart. You just have to do this. While holding the cart, right click this and you'll pull out an extra 3. Then because we don't have to worry about putting the cart down, as long as we aim at the button and hit it. If you don't hit the button, you drop the cart and then it makes grabbing these pointless. Yay! We don't really need, right now we're going to be filling in most of the walls for this place first. Then we'll work on the roof, and then we'll work on a few other things in the process. I will be upgrading all of these in the future. Do I want this to be like this? Or do I want... I'm thinking of having the kitchen, the stove, like right here. I think we'll have the food prepping right here. Or maybe the fridge? Or if we put the stove here... you know... I think we will go with the fridge right over here somewhere, and we'll have the food prepping over here. Then we'll throw in some counters and a few other things in this little bit of an area, I'm thinking. If we make this, we might... I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I might delete this and make it a window later on, but in the meantime, we'll worry about that later. Yay! Alright, definitely helpful being able to build... what is it? Ceilings... We need this. Nope, we don't want that. We could do that. We're going to... You do gotta be careful. Sometimes these get out of sync somehow just by like a smidge. I have absolutely no clue how it happens, but it does. And it's annoying. Alright. Looks like food's done. Yay! We're going to try and get at least this little area finished up real quick. Which means we're going to need a bunch more logs, a bunch more planks. And then hopefully we can at least have our place set up. And then I can look into making a second floor, because we'll have a bathroom, we'll have the dining room, we'll have the kitchen, we'll have the front room, we'll have guest bedrooms if we ever need them. Whoop. If we ever need them, and a few other fun bits. You know, we're gonna grab as much of this as possible, and we're gonna have to actually check on my power. Ooh, power in 1,000. Yeah, baby. But we're currently using 650. That's awesome, but at the same time a little worrying. And oh yeah, I forgot to put the axe up and then flip nuggets. Oh well. Alright, let's hurry up and get this loaded up, get this loaded up. That way we have a bunch of these ready to go when we come back. And then hopefully we can have at least the house built. that and that. This will minimize the number of times we run back and forth. At some point, I would love to be able to delete those, but I think Mike has issues with moving across bodies of water, which can be very annoying. Alright, there we go, that takes care of that. Now we should be able to get, whoop, grab these. That takes care of the walls. That takes care of that, and that, and that, and that. So all we have left now is the roof. Which, roof isn't gonna take much longer. And then I'll probably do a lighting episode because, we do need to get some lights. Since food, let's see. I think yes. And yes. And, ooh, nice, but no. That goes like that, and then we can go with, that, and that. If it ends up not working, oh well. In the meantime, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna try and get the roof done, and then hopefully we'll have everything ready to go. What am I? Oh, we got plenty of planks. I'm gonna grab some more planks, and we're gonna need a bunch of logs, which means we're gonna be running back and forth again. I missed the button. Oh well. As you can see here, you can drop it and it will come up with you. Yay! More planks. We'll clean out as many of these as we can get. Perfect. Gotta make sure that keeps fed. One thing I do think this is a lot faster. Although it is a lot faster at producing planks, I don't know if it cuts faster. I'm just assuming it does. I would actually have to compare the two. Alright. At this point, we're just going to be running back and forth for logs mostly. I'm hoping I can get the roof done for this video and be like, yay! First floor of house built in first time in like 60 plus days. All right, we're gonna throw in here, throw in there, throw that over there, grab these, slap that all in there, a little bit more. Dang it, wrong one. Perfect. Let's hurry up and get this all thrown in. I think we just need, what is it? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, about 2-3 more loads of logs, and we should be good to go. So let's hurry up and run back and forth. We'll get this done. I'll call it end of an episode because we got a little bit more power, and then we got ourselves, ooh, I think something spawned over there. I think it's a potato. I definitely need to get more food and a few other things in the process, that's definite. Throw that in there. I think we got plenty of planks. I think. I'm not 100% sure if we're short. Oh well. Seems they're wanting me to get food now. I'm trying to, that's why I'm speeding through this as quickly as possible, so I can at least finish this and then go eat. Yay! Go, go, go. There's Mike making a delivery with his Harry Potter magic. Admittedly, I'm almost tempted to leave him stuck on the island just to have him Harry Potter and transfer logs faster. But, oh well. In the meantime, yay, done. Done. We're gonna at least get this little area complete. Alright, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna finish up the rest of this. Basically, it's gonna be me running back and forth. So, if you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. Not much happened. Just running back and forth, talking about what my plans are and all that. Getting some power. If you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to check out my channel. If you want to see other games I play, make sure to check out the in-screen credits. I do play other games in the process, and I try to show tips, tricks, and helpful hints in those too. If you guys want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed, and you come back for more. I'm going to get ready for the next episode. So, bye-bye.